Hi, my name is Korme. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to a site called questionably Live to help you choose not only your best upgrade out of something like a vault, but your best upgrade in general whenever you come across a new piece of gear and you're not sure if it's an upgrade for you or not. So in general, if you have been using questionably Live, you've probably just been going off of like a Wowhead BIS list, a stat priority list. It doesn't actually have stat weights anymore because the theory crafters are stingy and don't want to give them to us anymore. And you're mostly just relying on looking at other top players in your spec to try and figure out your upgrades. All too often I see people coming in my chat and other people's chats asking, what should my best upgrade be? And I'm going to give you the tool that most people are using, though many people still have not heard of, and so I thought I'd make a video on it. So in order to use this, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and download this add-on called SimC. If you play DPS and you've used raid bubbles before, you probably already have this add-on. As an example, I'm going to be using the vaults that I did this week for my priest, shaman, and evoker. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to type /simc in game and it's going to pop up this window. If you're doing this to select the best item out of your vault, you're going to want to make sure that you have the vault open when you type /simc and get this window. Once this window pops up, you're going to want to Control C. Then you're going to want to make your way over to this site called questionably Live. The first thing you're going to want to do is create your character. You only have to do this once. You just select your server, class, name, all that good stuff, and then you go ahead and hit save, and it's going to be there forever whenever you come back to the site. Then you're going to go to the top left and you're going to select top gear. Go to the top right, hit import, and this is where you're going to Control V the SimC thing from before. Go ahead and paste that in. What it's going to do is it's going to populate all below that for every single slot, not only every piece of gear that you're wearing, but every piece of gear that's in your bags. Now, by default, it's only going to have selected for the sim, the pieces that you're wearing, and if you are doing this from the Great Vault, then it's also going to have it auto-selected all the pieces from your Great Vault. Now, by default, you can just go ahead and press Go at the bottom, and when you get to the next page, it's going to have highlighted in yellow on your character pane which slot it thinks is the best upgrade for you. Below that, it's also going to have alternatives, and you're going to show you the relative HPS loss if you're going to pick that alternative based on the first choice it gave you for a piece of gear. Because of the upgrade system, this may not be the best choice to just paste it in and go ahead and submit. For instance, if you look at my evoker's vault, the helmet by default is coming out to be 632. However, all the pieces in my vault are myth track and can be upgraded. So what you may want to do is actually upgrade all of the pieces to the max eye level before you submit. You can easily do this if you go to the SimC, and then at the bottom you can click upgrade all of the vault, like all of the items to max level, and then SimC it. You can also go through and individually upgrade the pieces to certain eye levels. It's kind of at your own disclosure which way you want to do this. So towards the beginning of the season, you're probably not going to want to sim things this way because there's not going to be a lot of press. However, towards the end of the season, you're probably always going to want to be simming everything according to it being max eye level. And it's also important to note, like, if you're kind of like in the middle of the season, like even though something may not be the best upgrade just because it's high eye level and it means the next time you get that piece you can upgrade it without having to send press in order to upgrade it, that also is something worth considering. Obviously this tool works for things then more than just the Great Vault. So another example would be, say you want to sim something that you're thinking of buying, like a BOE, and you want to know, okay, so this BOE is 400k, how much HPS is it going to be? Is it worth me spending that gold? What you're going to do is the same thing as before, just type /simc in game, get your thing, and in this case I'm going to use an example from my Resto Shaman because that's what I'm thinking about buying this BOE belt for, and I'm going to go ahead and manually add in the belt. I just need to select the name of the belt, the eye level, and then you can add tertiaries or sockets. In this case, I'm probably going to buy a belt that has a socket. After I've done that, I can go ahead and select Go, and see at the bottom again the relative HPS gain. In addition to the top gear tool, there's a bunch of other things you can do with Questionably Epic. It has some charts for things like trinkets and embellishments to give you kind of like an exact HPS idea if you're thinking of crafting something or thinking of what trinkets you want to hunt. Just the same as the trinket thing, you can also use this upgrade finder to figure out what dungeons you want or what pieces from the raid are going to be the best upgrade for you to make sure that you're in for those bosses. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I really love this tool and I hope you do too. Thank you.